I came into Ibadan and I saw that you have transformed Ibadan, and particularly Oyo State. Is this transformation basically about the aesthetics of the state, or you also extended it to other administrative arrangements in Oyo State?
Well, we have. Well, let me first of all thank you and your team, for coming to Oyo State and for your interest, in what we're doing, so that you can capture Oyo State relative to, the progress being made nationally. We have 5 geopolitical zones in Oyo State. You have Ibadan, you have Oyo, you have Ogbomoso, and you have Okeogun, and then Ibarapa. Those are 5 administrative zones in Oyo State. And Oyo State is quite large. It is by landmass, it is the largest state in the southern part of Nigeria. If we were to be a country in Africa by population, Oyo State will be number 33 out of 53 countries. By landmass, will be number 44 out of out of 54. We're bigger. Oyo State is bigger than Rwanda. So when we came in with a blueprint. It wasn't like, we didn't know what we were going to do. Because of my peculiar situation when I was coming in, I haven't been anything politically. I've been a private sector person. So it took some ingenuity to be able to convince the people to give us the opportunity to serve them. So when they were saying, you haven't been a councillor before, you've not been in House of Assembly, you've never been in the House of Reps or Senator or even a local government chairman. So how do we know what you're going to do for Oyo State? So I said, okay, I will put it in black and white. So we developed the roadmap for accelerated development of Oyo State, 2019 to 2023. And we gave it to the people that, look, this will be our scorecard. If we ever want to come back to you for a second tenure, you have to rate us based on this. And then they gave me the opportunity to serve the people of Oyo State. So we started following that roadmap. So we started with connecting other zones to Ibadan, which is the largest in terms of population. A lot of people did not understand what we were trying to do at that time. Yes, we left the inner roads anywhere. We just focused on the connectivity within geopolitical zones in Oyo State. And for instance, the very first contract we awarded as an administration was to reconstruct Moniya to Iseyin, 65 kilometers. We awarded it November 2019, barely maybe 4 months or so into our administration. And the logic is very simple. Ibadan zone is Moniya. Iseyin is Okeogun zone. The consumption center is Ibadan. The agric belt for us, is Okeogun. So we did Okeogun to Ibadan zone first, so we're able to connect farm to the market. And we also spoke about stemming rural to urban migration. So before we reconstructed that road, it would take you like 3 hours to go from Moniya to Iseyin. But after the reconstruction, we we're able to compress that to about 45, 50 minutes. Well, it's just 65 kilometers. But now it will take you maybe 1 hour, 10 minutes, 1 hour to 1 hour, 10 minutes, because people were killing themselves on that road. So we have to now start putting speed breakers, so that they can limit the speed for people. Also, we connected Oyo to Iseyin, right? And the road you said you passed through today, the Alawakala Memorial Highway, that connected Iseyin to Ogbomoso. So Ogbomoso zone is connected to Okeogun. Oyo zone is connected to Okeogun. Okeogun zone is connected to Ibadan zone. And we also connected Ibarapa zone to Okeogun through Igora, Igaga, Elekokan, which is to Igana. It's a back road, but we're walking, if you go right now, we're walking on Erua to Ibadan, which is also the last bit of zonal connection from Ibarapa zone to Ibadan zone. But I always say to people, I'm quick to say that we don't want to be remembered for, constructing roads or infrastructure. Yes, we're clear what we're going to do. We focus on 4 major pillars: education, health, then expansion of our economy using agribusiness for the first time, or using agribusiness and infrastructure, and security. So for us, those were the elements, and we were able to achieve quite a bit during our first tenure. And when they gave us the opportunity to serve the state again, expansion of our economy, we added solid minerals and tourism. So you acknowledge that nightlife in Ibadan has improved a little bit, yes, because we're deliberate in focusing on tourism. But that's not what we will be remembered for.
What will be remembered?
We want to be remembered for the institutions that we created, when we came in. On security, for instance, we were clamoring, for local participation in an organized way. So we wanted state police. It wasn't possible because it has to be, the constitution has to be amended. But we set up Amatekun. Initially, we had challenges of acceptability, with the federal police, until they got to a time and then they saw that, look, we're all working towards the same objective, and then so we have cooperation now, between Amatekun and the federal security agencies. That's something that wasn't in existence before we came in.
Right.
Now we have that. We have also Oyo State Anti-Corruption Agency, Oyaka. It wasn't in existence here. So you can see that at the local government level, at the state level, people know. And they've convicted quite a number of people also. We also have Oyo State Rule of Law Authority, New Towns and Cities Development Authority. We have the Oyo State Agency for people living with disabilities. We're not just saying they can survive on their own. We created an agency for them. We also created an agency for letting people know, what their responsibilities are to the state. You can't just keep saying, well, okay, what's your state doing for you? But okay, what are you also doing for your state? So those institutions, we believe, are the things we'll be remembered for when we're long gone. Because, to be honest, any idiot can build roads. Well, any good engineer.
You know the drift. But let's talk about security. What have you done for the security agencies in the state to ensure safety of lives and property in Oyo State? You are the chief security officer.
Yes, first, when I came in, I was looking for records of State Security Council meetings so that I'll understand what exactly have been achieved. They were literally non-existent. So we task ourselves with our service commanders that we will hold Security Council meeting at least once in a month. So yes, maybe we didn't meet it 100%, but we kept going towards 70-80%. Yeah. So that gives opportunity to discuss, things that are important in the security area of your state. And if you want to talk in terms of, specific things,
yes.
Because I said Oyo State is quite large. So communication is a big challenge. If you cannot communicate, then how do you get timely information out? So we improve on the communication setup for our security agencies. We also provided a lot of support in terms of giving transportation, vehicles. We started, if I take the police, for instance, we started with the area commanders. The area commands, I think, maybe about 14, thereabout. Then, from that, we went to the divisional police units, we gave vehicles to them also. We have security gadgets. The same thing with maybe Army, Air Force. But I'll come back to what I think is our biggest achievement in that area. The same with Amatekun. Amatekun, if you're coming from Lagos or you're coming from anywhere, you see them all around. But what we consider as our biggest achievement in that place is being able to get all the our service commanders, their officers, their men to work together as one. You talk about intra and interagency rivalry and things like that. It doesn't exist in Oyo State. That we believe to be our biggest achievement.
Recently, Oyo State was in the news because of the incident that took place at Oloka. How did they come to you, and what is the position right now? I also need you to speak to the issue of the road that they requested of you by the villagers. And
the road will be fixed. They are doing their measurement and all of that right now. And then if you notice when you went there that some of the terrain is seasonally flooded. So you won't put a road that will be washed away after one rainy season. So we have to do the design, perhaps, do environmental assessment during the rainy season. This is dry season. We know what the condition is now, but I give them the assurance that maybe those areas that are on solid ground, we may put in the road in that area first, and then we take the swampy terrain after. Also, I promised them a communication tower. We're currently talking to Glo now, because you notice when you went there, there's no service for any of the network, in that place. So we promised them. We're almost at a very advanced stage to doing that. And finally, when we went there and we inspected the environment, we saw that, it was a reprisal attack. And so far, work is ongoing. The police already apprehended some of the people involved, and we let the locals in that place know that when you see something, you have to let the authorities know, so that we can play our own part, to ensure that everyone is safe and secure. So it's almost the same problem faced with, the forest reserve all over. It's a place for bandits to hibernate, and because we don't have government presence in such areas, the people are also afraid. If you go there and carry out clearance operation, after 2 weeks you're gone. The people now will be left to face the bandits again. So they will rather submit to the bandits who are there constantly with them. So for us, we have the plan to ensure that we dominate that area, and that's exactly what we're working on right now.
Calm, deep, collected, cerebral, powerful in oratory, the performing governor for your state, Governor Seyi Makinde. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.